Hello, friend. Welcome to Judson Memorial Baptist Church. My name is Travis Norville. I use he, him pronouns, and this is the wonderful place that we all call home in some ways, shape, or form, isn't it? Hey, it's great to be back with you today. It's Wednesday. It's a great, beautiful day outside. Had a wonderful time in Boston. Almost didn't make it back. A friend of mine was talking the whole time in the car. He was taking me back, and we missed the exit, and I had about 5 minutes to spare before they shut the door, but I got here. It was a wonderful time. The American Baptist Churches of Massachusetts, the annual gathering, went great. The keynotes that I delivered were pretty good. I mean, I like them. There's stuff you've all heard, so it's nothing new. But I did one Friday night, which went well. I had it was at a black church in Milton, Mass. Wonderful choir ahead of time, and then they had to come hear me. So there's a little bit of dichotomy, but I tried to do the best I could. Saturday was a little bit better. They had a little bit more subdued men's choir. It was beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, kind of set the mood a little bit better for me. There was one gentleman, probably about 10 rows back, just kind of really agreeing with me and was really with me. And then as soon as I finished, he stood up and started clapping. Well, then everybody had to follow. So hey, well, wow. It's not too many times as a Baptist pastor like this that kind of happened. So I was soaking it up. It was amazing. Sunday at Old Cambridge Baptist, we walked around Harvard Yard, went to some bougie coffee shop, and got a nice dark chocolate chip muffin, which was absolutely amazing, by the way. The sermon was the same sermon I preached here on the 21st for Earth Day. And here was the reaction. The choral director, was it the choral director? I can't remember. Some people came up to me. And it was like I guess it was a compliment. I'm not really positive. He said something like, that was the most complicated and yet the most simplest sermon I've ever heard. Very paradoxical. I didn't really mean it that way, but pardon me, I took it, okay. Yeah, that was the weekend. I did a second hour kind of adult forum about the book that I wrote, and got back home. Okay, a few things to think about back home. Now we're here. Some things you need. One, while I was away, watched the Sunday service. Great job, Carolyn. Great job, choir. Great job, Mustard's Retreat. Great job, Bruce Elliott. Thanks for sharing a bit about who you are and that little piece of your soul. I really appreciated that. I was also watching the children's time and noticed that Clay Gustafson was talking about something that Travis used to give the kids but doesn't anymore, and that was these, the nut goodies. Well, I was at Cub this week. They're on sale, so I bought some. The thing I don't like about the nut goodies is this is the maple. They stopped making the sea salt caramel one. That's one I really loved, and they stopped making it, so they're kind of dead to me. But I went ahead and bought some anyways for the kids, so we'll see how it happens. If you haven't turned in this yet, 24-25 pledge card, please do so. We're making budgets right now. Finance committee is. People are turning budgets. We're trying to figure out how to do this best we can. So we need you to turn this in ASAP, or you're going to get a phone call. It's not like you're in trouble phone call. It's just like, hey, is there something we can do? So if you haven't turned one in, please do so. Just call Eileen at the office, 612-822-0649, or email her. The simplest way is info@judsonchurch.org, and let her know what your pledge is going to be for the 24-25 year. Thank you for that very much. The other part is the Sacred Sites Tour that we have coming up on May 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's $20 per person. We have one spot left. We have 50 spots, and there's one left. So if you'd like to be put on this list as the 50th participant, please do so. If you got a friend or something, you want to put them down on the waiting list, we can do that too. So, all right, this Sunday is Communion Sunday. So be ready for communion, whatever that, I don't know how you prepare for communion. But just reading that text, we're going to read from the story of Mark where Jesus feeds the 5,000. Got a little tiny one-page communion homily. But if you look, it says Jesus was moved with compassion for the crowd who didn't have anything to eat. And when you break that word down, it literally means that Jesus's insides were churning. That this was the seat, the ancients believed, of love, that the gut was. And so here was Jesus moved with his insides churning in care and love for those who came to hear him. So I hope that this Sunday there's a churning inside your gut, that whatever we do here on a Sunday not only speaks to that yearning, but also leads you to look with new eyes as you walk out on this place of who are the people and situations that makes your gut churn. And pay attention to those. And who is it that is calling for your compassion? It's calling for your energy. It's calling for your love, for your grace. Because you have amazing, wonder-working power. And I'm asking you to use it for the betterment, for the common good, for the kingdom of God, to make a little heaven a little bit here on earth. All right, friends, that's Welcome Wednesday. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Stay dry, stay warm. Hope your rhubarb's coming up looking great. Hope your asparagus is finally poking through. Hope the rabbits aren't eating your raspberry leaves. They're already munching on mine. We'll see what this weekend brings. Hope to see you Sunday.